Michael, 4 years after Arc 2 was announced, Xbox announces a playable demo at Gamescom only to immediately unannounce it. Dustin Bailey over at Games Radar tells us all about it. Arc 2 debuted with a Vin Diesel-led trailer back in 2020, dude, which I got pumped for. I'm like, yo, Vin Diesel's in this? I'm all in. I thought Arc was cool, but it wasn't, I don't know, man. There's something about it. It just didn't quite hook me. But I did play enough. Me and my son back in the day actually played a ton of it. But since then, we've seen almost nothing of the highly anticipated survival game. It briefly looked like that was finally about to change when Xbox said it was going to host a playable demo of Arc 2 at its Gamescom booth. Now, however, the company says that announcement was made in error. Yeah, right. You just screwed up. That's all that is. Quote, the Xbox booth will also have playable titles from third-party partners. And quote, the publisher initially said in a blog post outlining its Gamescom plans, including Ubisoft Star Wars. We just talked about this in the previous article. And apparently, Arc 2 was slipped into the conversation, Michael. Oh, somebody didn't proofread a playable demo of Arc 2 suddenly showing up. Like that seemed almost too good to be true. Strike the almost. Given how long it's been since we've seen the game at all, but there is a reason to hope. Studio Wildcard's last update to Arc 2 suggests that it was set to hit early access in late 2024. Michael, another September release. Maybe?
Maybe. I'll go glass half full on this story.
All right.
The fact that it made it to the cutting room floor, if you will, of the announcement means that it was definitely in that state. Now, why they cut it, I don't know. But the fact that we're at least getting it means that there's got to be something soon. Maybe it falls into that Avowed discussion that we talked about earlier in the show, that it's just a, hey, there's a lot coming out. We've got a lot on our plate. Let's push back early access to maybe that 2025 mark so it has its own room to breathe. But I've got to say that this is at least, any news is good news. The fact that they're still talking about it means the game is still going. That's how I want to approach it. I'm the same as you. Ark's that game that I played, I couldn't get into. I know a bunch of people who have amazing stories about Ark, and Ark 2's that game I'm like, all right, this is my chance. So I'm pumped, and I think this is good news. Just maybe not for the 2024 number that they had thrown out.
So I'm going glass all the way full. I think they're just waiting for the announcement at Gamescom. Let Jeff open it up with the opening night live. Have Vin Diesel out on stage. Talk about the game. We're dropping early access. Here it comes. Get ready. That's where I'm at. Those are my thoughts. If you want to hear from you, itgtv.com.